Cars that last forever aren't a matter of luck, they are a result of chemistry. If you want to see 300,000 or even 500,000 miles on your odometer, you have to realize that your engine is only as good as the fluids inside it. But here is the professional secret. Over 60% of the catastrophic engine failures I see in my shop aren't caused by bad parts, they are caused by neglected lubrication. Today, I'm giving you the cheap liquid secrets that separate the scrap-yard cars from the half-million-mile legends. We've got the ultimate roadmap for both brand-new engines and high-mileage survivors. Let's get rolling. Number 13. Molybdenum disulfide treatment. In the garage, we just call this moly, and it's the closest thing to bulletproofing your internal components. Most drivers have never heard of it, but performance builders swear by it. Here, why? Oil is a liquid, and under extreme heat or during a freezing cold start, that liquid film can get dangerously thin. When that happens, you have metal-on-metal grinding, which is the silent killer of engines. Think of moly like a deck of cards. It's a solid lubricant made of microscopic layers that slide over one another with almost zero friction. When you add this to your oil, these particles actually plate themselves into the pores of your cylinder walls and bearings. They fill in the microscopic valleys you can't see with the naked eye. So the next time you turn that key and the oil hasn't reached the top of the engine yet, the moly layers take the hit instead of your camshaft. It's a massive upgrade in protection for just a few dollars. Number 12. Zinc dialkyl dithiaphosphate additive. This is a mouthful, so let's just call it zinc or ZDDP. This is where modern oil science gets a bit contradictory. See, newer oils have actually reduced the amount of zinc they contain because of strict emissions laws. High zinc levels can eventually poison a catalytic converter. But here's the catch: your engine still craves it for survival. Zinc is your last line of defense. It's a sacrificial lamb. When the pressure inside your engine reaches a breaking point, specifically around your lifters and camshaft, the zinc activates and creates a glass-like phosphate film. If your engine parts touch, they rub against this shield rather than wearing down the metal. This is non-negotiable for older flat-tappet engines, but even in modern engines, a little extra zinc boost during high-stress driving can be the difference between a camshaft that lasts 100k miles and one that goes the distance to 500k. Number 11. Engine assembly lube. Now, this is a break-in secret that most people think is only for professional engine builders, but it's a concept every owner should understand. When we build an engine, we don't just pour oil on the parts. We use assembly lube, a thick honey-like substance that stays exactly where you put it. Why? Because the most dangerous moment for an engine is the dry start. When an engine has been sitting or has been opened for a repair, it can take several seconds for the oil pump to prime and send protection to the top of the head. In those few seconds, your bearings are essentially dry. Assembly lube bridges that gap. It's incredibly sticky and high-pressure resistant. If you're ever doing a top-end repair or even just replacing a sensor that requires opening a cover, using a bit of this ensures that from the very first rotation, your engine is gliding, not scraping. It's cheap insurance, usually under $20, that guarantees a second life for a rebuilt engine. By the way, if you're finding this useful, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps me keep the lights on in the shop so I can keep bringing you these deep dive mechanical secrets. Number 10. Fuel system cleaner. Most people treat fuel cleaners like a maybe product, but I'm telling you, it's a must. You cannot rely on the additives at the gas pump alone. Over time, your fuel injectors, which are precision instruments with holes smaller than a human hair, start to get crusty with carbon. When that happens, your fuel doesn't spray, it drips. That leads to misfires, carbon buildup, and a sluggish engine. But don't just grab the cheapest bottle on the shelf. You need to look for one specific ingredient, polyethyramine. This is a heavy-duty detergent that doesn't just burn up in the combustion chamber. It actually survives the heat to scrub your valves and piston tops clean. I personally recommend something like Redline SI1 because it's packed with P. Use it every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. When your injectors spray a perfect mist, your engine runs cooler, more efficiently, and stays out of the shop. Number 9. High-quality engine coolant. Most drivers check their coolant reservoir, see that it's full and green, and think they're safe. That is a dangerous assumption. Coolant isn't just about preventing a freeze or a boil over. It contains corrosion inhibitors that protect the aluminum, water pump, and gaskets inside your block. Over about 2 years, those inhibitors die. The liquid might still look fine, but it's now becoming acidic, eating your engine from the inside out. On your second change, don't just drain and fill, you need a full chemical flush. This removes the scale and sludge that acts like a thermal blanket, trapping heat inside your engine. On high-mileage cars, this is even more critical because your seals are already tired. The Clean cooling system means your oil stays cooler, and as we know, cool oil is happy oil. Number 8. Oil stabilizer. This one is specifically for my high-mileage heroes. As an engine crosses the 150,000-mile mark, the gaps between moving parts, what we call clearances, start to widen, your seals get brittle, your oil starts to disappear or leak out. An oil stabilizer is a high-viscosity additive designed to toughen up your oil. It increases the film's strength, making the oil stickier so it doesn't all drain back into the pan overnight. This helps significantly with that clattering sound you hear on morning starts. It's not a mechanic in a can that fixes a broken engine, but it acts as a cushion for worn parts. If you're noticing a bit of blue smoke or a slight tick, a quality stabilizer can buy you another 50,000 miles of smooth operation. Number 7. Automatic transmission fluid. Let's kill the biggest lie in the automotive industry right now: lifetime fluid. There is no such thing. Every fluid has a shelf life, and transmission fluid is under more stress than almost anything else in your car. It's a lubricant, a coolant, and a hydraulic fluid all at once. If you've hit 100,000 miles and never touched the fluid, don't just rush out and do a high-pressure machine flush. That can actually shock the system and cause slipping. The professional move is a drain and fill. We swap out about a third of the fluid, let the system adjust, and do it again in a few thousand miles. This gradual transition keeps the detergents from loosening too much gunk at once. Remember, a transmission rebuild can cost $4,000, but a few quarts of fresh ATF cost $60. You do the math. Number 6. Seafoam/intake cleaner. While we talked about fuel cleaners earlier, the intake cleaner is a different beast entirely. See, in modern direct injection (GDI) engines, fuel never touches the back of the intake valves. This means carbon builds up there like a charcoal briquette, choking your engine's breathing. Using an intake spray, like Seafoam or a dedicated GDI cleaner, through the throttle body cleans the air path. It dissolves the sticky tar that slows down your throttle response and ruins your idle. If your car feels hesitant when you step on the gas, it's likely gasping for air through a dirty intake. Keeping the breathing system clean is how you maintain that new car snap even after 200,000 miles. Number 5. Marvel Mystery Oil. This stuff has been around since 1923, and for good reason. It's a very thin, highly penetrative oil that acts as a gentle detergent. I like to use it as a cleanup tool. You can add a bit to your gas to lubricate the upper cylinders, or add a small amount to your oil a few hundred miles before an oil change. It's excellent at unsticking lifters and cleaning out the tiny oil passages that VVT, variable valve timing systems, rely on. If your engine has been neglected by a previous owner, Marvel Mystery Oil is the gentle way to start cleaning out that sludge without causing a blockage. It's a classic for a reason, it just works. Number 4. High detergent diesel engine oil. Here's a pro tip for the gas engine guys. Sometimes the best oil for your car isn't actually car oil. Diesel oils like the Signature Series Max Duty are engineered for much harsher environments. They have a massive total base number, TBN, which means they can neutralize acid and handle soot far better than standard passenger car oil. If you have an older, high-mileage gas engine that's a bit dirty inside, switching to a high-detergent diesel oil can help scrub the internals clean while providing a very robust film of protection. Just make sure you check the viscosity. You don't want to put 15W40 in an engine designed for 0W20, but for many older trucks and SUVs, this is a legendary reliability hack. Number 3. Engine flush. I'm not talking about the magic liquids that claim to fix leaks. I'm talking about a dedicated chemical flush used right before an oil change. Even if you change your oil every 3,000 miles, some varnish still gets left behind. Over years, that varnish turns into sludge, which is basically engine cholesterol. An engine flush is a thin solvent that you pour into your old oil, let the car idle for 10 to 15 minutes and then drain. You'll be shocked at how much black goo comes out, stuff that normally stays trapped in your oil pan. Doing this once a year ensures that when you pour in your fresh, expensive synthetic oil, it stays clean and effective for the full interval. Number 2. Premium fuel system lubricants. Is premium gas worth it? If your car requires it for octane, yes. But even if it doesn't, using a premium fuel lubricant, which is different from a cleaner, can be a game changer. These are designed to be top-cylinder lubricants. Gasoline is actually a very dry solvent. It doesn't provide much lubrication for the piston rings or the fuel pump. A dedicated lubricant adds a microscopic layer of oil to the fuel system, reducing wear on the pump and injectors. It's about consistency. When you use a lubricant, you're ensuring that every single gallon of gas that goes through your engine is actually helping it live longer, rather than just burning up. Number 1. High-quality full synthetic engine oil. If you're a new car owner, this is the single most important decision you will make. Full synthetic oil isn't just refined oil, it's engineered oil. The molecules are all the exact same size, which means they don't break down under heat like conventional oil does. In a new engine with tight tolerances, synthetic oil flows instantly on a cold morning, protecting your turbochargers and timing chains. For my high-mileage drivers, don't just go for cheap synthetic. Look for high-mileage versions that contain seal conditioners to keep your gaskets from leaking. And please beware of fake synthetics or bottom-shelf blends. They can shear down to the thickness of water in just 2,000 miles. I actually did a full breakdown of the best and worst synthetic oils on the market right now. If you want to know which brands to trust and which ones to run away from, click the video right here and I'll see you there.